Let me go back to the previous module. Because I skipped over a few things. When it comes to flipping, not only can you flip cars, houses, motorcycles, motor homes, boats, you can also flip businesses. That's right. You find a motivated seller, you turn around, you buy the business, you turn around and flip the business for more than you paid for it. That's the bottom line. That's flipping 101. That's the essence of flipping. You buy something and turn around and sell it for more than you paid for it. Domain names. I had a portfolio. I still do have a nice portfolio of domain names. But the thing is, I started investing in domain names before people understood domain names. Okay, and domain names can be, it's not nearly as easy or profitable as it has been. The main thing about investing in domain names is you had to be patient. Eventually somebody would come along and want the domain name that you had acquired. And if you were a forward thinker and you were already involved in internet before most people started getting involved in the internet, then you would try to pick up domain names that you knew for a fact big companies would be willing to pay big money for. Names like, I think wine.com went for several $1 million. Business.com went for several $1 million. Sex.com went for millions of dollars. If you had names like Ford.com or Coca-Cola.com, for obvious reasons, the companies that were behind those names, they wanted those domain names. And if you owned it, all you had to do is buy it for, now you can buy domain names for as little as $8, $9, $10, $11, $12, depending on where you buy it from. But back then, domain names would typically cost you about $60. And that's, by the way, when you buy a domain name, then and now, you're basically leasing it for 1 year. You never actually own a domain name because you have to keep it renewed, and you have to do that annually. So even then, it was a lot more expensive. If you paid $60 for domain names, that means it would take $600 to just get 10 domain names. And you would have to renew that every single year, until somebody eventually realized that they needed that domain name. But what if it was something like boats.com, cars.com, wine.com, the domain names business.com that sold for millions of dollars? It was well worth it. And like I said, it's not as easy or profitable or lucrative as it once was, but it's still a business to look into. Now, when it comes to flipping, where can you find these cars, houses, motorhomes, boats, and businesses, things like that? Well, one thing you can do is get involved in auctions. There are government auctions, sheriff's auctions, IRS auctions, postal auctions, all types of auctions. You can find that online too. There's also auctions where you can basically buy things and turn around and flip them and sell them for a lot more than you pay for them. And you might want to get involved also in storage room auctions and things like that. So there's just a lot. Like I said, I'm not able to give you an exhaustive, well, I'm not willing to give you an exhaustive discourse on all of these things because it just would take too long. And I'm already taking a lot more time than I really wanted to. Like I said, this is unscripted. But I have to move on. Now, investing in a business. There's retail stores, there's service businesses, legal services businesses, marketing, mall kiosks, home-based business, product development businesses, affiliate marketing, etc. One of the businesses I am involved in is product development. I'm a product developer, and you know what? I probably shouldn't have said that because now you're going to want to know more about it, and I don't want to take the time to get into it. Basically, a product developer is like a manufacturer. We bring products to market, products that we have developed. Developing is similar to manufacturing. The difference is you don't have to invent anything. You don't have to be the originator of anything. You just have to develop existing products. You can modify existing products. You can alter existing products. You can brand or rebrand existing products. You can trademark existing products or combine them. You can create packaged products. You can create kits. All types of things like that. That is product development in a nutshell. Okay, and a lot of the labor that I use in my business is in the overseas market, and I work with a lot of Chinese manufacturers who are willing to assist me with the development of various products. I can take existing products that exist on the market or products that don't even exist on the market and have them developed to my specifications. And one way to understand product development, and one of the things you can do, and I actually have a video about this, which I have not released yet, and I'm going to show you exactly how to be a product developer, developing certain products, particularly in the pharmaceuticals field. I'm going to show you how you can actually do that. And you'd be surprised, once you start learning and understanding the business of product development, you will understand how you can effectively do this and create your own products and bring them to market. Products that you could actually get on the infomercials, you could actually get on the in stores like Walmart, the website Walmart, or maybe you can get on Sirius.com, Amazon, things like that. There is a tremendous world out there that is waiting for the products that you bring to the market. Anyway, investing in a business, you have the money. One of the things you're going to need is the resources, the knowledge, and all of that. That's why one of the earlier modules I showed you on this roadmap to success, it had to do with what? It had to do with positioning yourself. One of the reasons you're positioning yourself and getting involved in the Chamber of Commerce, investment clubs, investment forums, blogs, and meetups, and classes, and forums, online and offline, is because you're going to learn about all types of business opportunities. So whether we're talking about product development or any other type of business, there's a wealth of knowledge and experience that's out there that you're going to need to have in order to be successful at anything you want to do. That's why positioning yourself, as I showed you, is so important. That's one of the reasons it is so important, because I'm talking about it. You're going to want to know more about it, but you find people that are doing it, that are willing to share with you or work with you or allow you even to look over their shoulders as they do what they're doing. Invest in a business. In fact, if you start getting involved in the networks I'm talking about, you might find people that have businesses they want to get rid of, or at least want to partner with you in. And again, you have access to the cash. One of the businesses that I talk about is starting a newspaper. I know it sounds like a daunting task for most people. I have a newspaper I'm developing right now. I'll show you once I get it finalized. And I kind of hate the fact that I have time constraints because, like I said, this is unscripted, and if I start talking about it, I'm going to want to continue talking about it and give you a lot of information, which I really I just don't have time to do that. But trust me when I tell you that that is a viable business. There's a tremendous amount of money out there. Developing a newspaper is not that different from developing an ad sheet. The primary thing you need to understand about newspapers is that the primary money is made through selling ads. Okay? So the primary purpose of a newspaper when it comes to business and money is creating a forum that you can sell ad space on. So in order to have a viable forum to sell ad space on, you need to have a subscriber base or a readership base that's even interested in the newspaper. Now, there are some newspapers that exist only for the ads, and they are still successful. Now, if your newspaper is targeting certain types of people, those are the types of people that the advertisers will want to target as well. Bottom line is, I don't have time to get all into that, so we're going to have to just move on. Now we have people that are doing a service business. I just chose these images because obviously this deals with a business painting houses. There are all types of service businesses. Floor waxing, laying carpet, anything having to do with home improvement or home development or personal training or internet or fixing people's computer or anything else. I got a friend who started a business and basically he taught himself how to do it. All he did and all he does is fix computers. Then he started selling computers that he had fixed and things like that. And he does pretty good. He does pretty good. I mean, it's just so many things you can do. Pretty much anything if you set your mind to it and do the primary thing, which I admonish everyone to do, which is stop making excuses. Okay? And these images, we have mall kiosks. Okay? Now, you might want to do a little bit of research on that. You can go on Google and just type in words like how to start a mall kiosk business. Or you can even go on YouTube and look up videos. There's a lot of videos about that. Okay? And again, if you did, one of the things that I told you to do near the beginning was positioning yourself with people that are already doing all types of business. Okay? Chamber of Commerce meetings, you'll probably have people that own mall kiosks. A lot of the knowledge and the resources and the information you will get is through networking. Networking is one of the most powerful things in business. It always has been. Anybody will tell you that. Any successful business will tell you about the power of networking and the multi-billion-dollar deals that occur on a regular basis just through networking. Deals that are made at airports, on golf ranges, and in hotels and things like that by people that are like-minded and have something in common. You might have somebody that invested in a mall kiosk and they don't want the business anymore. The business is doing well. It's just a headache. Maybe they bought it for their daughter or their son or their spouse, and that person is lazy. They're not working the business properly, or maybe they decided to do something else, to go work a 9-to-5 job instead of running a business, and now the person who bought the business wants to get rid of it, and you happen to meet that person at a local chamber of commerce meeting, and they not only sell you the business but show you how to be successful in it. That type of thing happens all the time. So, and a lot of times that's where you get everything you need to become successful. Remember, you have access to the cash to do any type of business you want, because I showed you how to do that in the very beginning. So here we have a mall kiosk, nationwide insurance. Call me for a quote. Okay, so the main thing is this mall kiosk is making money for somebody, mainly because people walking around with a cell phone, whether it's manned or not, they're going to see these ads in the mall where that gets tons of traffic, and people are going to call this number, and ultimately they're going to make money. That's the concept. And here's one for Singular Wireless. They're an authorized retailer. And here's another mall kiosk. And here's another one. They do custom engraving, etc. Sky's the limit. Start looking into that. If I was, I don't, I'm just kind of, that's not where I'm at this point. Like I said, I'm involved in product development. I'm an author. I'm a published author. I do public speaking. I create courses and seminars and things like that, and I produce workshops, and I'm going to also produce films. But so that's just not where I am at personally. But if I was someone and I was just looking for something, that's absolutely something to think about, because one of the things that about malls is that you already have people that are going to the mall. And people that go to malls are always looking for any and everything. They go there with money in their pocket. They have money on their credit cards and debit cards. And they might be looking for a certain thing, but they're open and receptive to anything they see that catches their attention. And if you've got a mall kiosk that just happens to be in their path that they are walking, and it's attractive, it's going to get their attention, you can't help but make money. Question is, how much money are you going to make? Okay? Because not every business is going to be successful, obviously. In fact, most businesses probably will not be successful. But the bottom line is that you have to get on the path towards success, financial freedom, etc. And you will not get any place by staying where you are. You have to get out there and get on the road. And you need a vehicle to take you where you ultimately want to go. And I'm showing you various things that you can do in conjunction. This is not one. This is multiple things. Multiple things that you can do. Because I believe in the concept of multiple streams of income. Now we're going to talk about investing. And by the way, there's no particular order you need to do these things in, other than the fact that you start off with having some type of an income. And the second thing that I admonish you to do, other than having some type of an income, whatever it is, whether it's a job or some business or whatever, is developing your credit.